Baby, you can lean on me. Baby, I got you.
So,
I got you.
why'd you start doing music?
Why did I start doing music? I don't think I had a choice. Well, I guess it all started when I was 9 years old. I joined the Glee Club. Yes.
The Glee. Okay.
I was so nervous, but it was like the thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were in the Glee Club, you was popping. We had to try out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had to go up there and had to sing Happy Birthday.
Now, where was this at?
This was at my elementary school, PS 256 in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
And so I was nervous, and I went up there and I did my thing, and then I sat down. So he had everybody come and audition, and then he said, if I call your name, come to the front of the room. So he called the names, and I didn't hear my name call. So he said, all of you can go, and the ones that stay, you made the Glee Club. And I was like... So why am I doing music? I love music.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's important. I think that we're all vibrating, and I think that music is healing. And so I did take a little bit of a hiatus. I moved to Atlanta about 12 years ago, and I stopped doing music.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was trying to get a deal, and I was writing, and I was, singing for different producers. I did a song with Kyle West called Tiptoe Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And we never released it because I moved down here, and then things just kind of went left. So it's just been an honor to be able to get back to music, and I don't think I have a choice now. I know I don't have a choice now. It's like God is like, it's time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what have you been into lately? I know you dropped your first EP. How was that?
That was a wonderful experience.
Mm-hmm.
A challenging experience. You know, when you're an indie artist, you're doing everything yourself, and there's some things that I just didn't know, and I had to learn on the job.
Mm-hmm.
But it was very rewarding in that I love to write music. I really, really wanted to make sure that this EP reflected some of what my own spiritual truths are.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a beautiful experience. I got to write these wonderful words, and then I had some dope production. So it's been a beautiful process. You know, when I'm out and performing and people are receptive to the album or to the EP, it just makes me feel good when people are like, I could play that record because it's so uplifting. I could play it in the car with my kids. My grandmama could listen to it. So that has been a pleasurable experience, but I'm looking forward to just continuing that.
Okay, so how did you get into, making music that you could play with your grandma, your mother in the car? How'd you get there?
How did I get there? Let's just say, no disrespect to any other genre, but I didn't feel that was what was being played on the radio was resonating with my spirit.
Okay.
At least let me say commercial radio. The urban radio stations. It's just the music. It wasn't really doing it. Yeah, you could turn up. It'll make you dance, but it wasn't really doing anything to my spirit. And I think that if gospel could be commercial, then so can conscious music, or music that has a message that's not necessarily gospel music. And so for me, it was a very personal thing. Like, I felt that it was my mission to make music that you could turn up to, but it had a message in it. One that was talking about love and uplifting one another, and just being at peace, going through life struggles, but handling them differently. And so, if you see a problem, you're either part of the problem or the solution, right? So I just decided, stop complaining about it, do something about it, get back to singing.
Okay. So how has that been received by other people and stuff like that? How's the response been since you've been back into the music?
So I don't think the young people are there yet. But I have had such beautiful reception from, I would say, the age group of I would say like the 30 to 55 age group has been very receptive to my music. I think in these times when we're going through so many racially charged incidents, and we are just, as a people, we're just trying to unite more and come together. I think that my music is reflecting that, and I think it's a time where people are just a little bit more open to something that's different. Again, no disrespect to any other genre, but I think it's just time for us to heal, and I think we have to be very much aware of not what we just see and what we do, but what we listen to, what we put in our bodies. So I think as our society, and I'm speaking Black people, as we become more and more aware of ourselves, I think that we're going to start to just want things that are more reflective of the people that we are.
Yeah.
Which is divine beings. So if you divine, you want some divine music and divine food, and so.
So do you think like the time that you took away from music kind of helped you to get to the point to where you can make music from the perspective that you're making music from right now?
Absolutely. Okay. There's no doubt in my mind when I'm thinking about the person that I was, and not that I'm so different in my personality, but the way that I handle life's challenges is definitely different. I don't think that I would be able to make this kind of music 10 years ago. I know that I wouldn't have. And so I think that I had to go through this period of growth, both spiritually and emotionally, and just becoming comfortable with who I was and what I wanted to represent, and not feel obligated to just conform to what society says I have to be. I think that has shaped me to be very comfortable in saying this is the music that I want to do.
Yeah.
And if you're down with that, then cool. Some people approach me and they're like, oh, we should do a song together. And I say, just to be sure that we're clear, I do music that's uplifting. And they're like, well, what does that mean? I'm like, if your grandmother could listen to the music, then I can do it.
Yeah.
If it's not speaking love, if it's not speaking growth, if it's not speaking being in peace, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, do you think that the time that we're in right now it's a good time to have this type of music out there with the streaming and everything being online and different things like that? Do you think that this is a good time or prime time to be making positive music or conscious music?
I think so. I think now as an artist, it's challenging to monetize your music when you've got streaming, but the greater purpose of my music is really to uplift people. So for that purpose, the streaming, being able to touch people all over the world, whereas a few years back, a few decades back, that wasn't even happening. Like, you had to go to a store. Yeah. Now you can sit in the comfort of your home and just listen to a song as soon as it's released. And I think that the ability to reach different people opens the opportunity for conversation.
Yeah.
Because just the other day, I don't know how this brother found me, but in London, he featured me on his internet show, and I was just like, I was in awe. Like, I would have never been able, back a couple decades, that wouldn't have happened. Not that easily. I probably would have had to go over there and done some shows and had some exposure there. But here I am in the U.S. He's over there in London, and he's like, yeah, Erica, I'm going to play your song. And so I think that streaming and the online technology has definitely made it easier for artists to just give. And that's what you do as an artist. You're giving.
Yeah. You're
giving your talent. You're giving whatever this experience is that you want. For me, it's the experience of growth, of learning to love yourself, loving others around you. So I just, in any capacity, anything that allows me to do that, I'm down for it. So I think it's a great time because we have the ability to get it out there.
Yeah. Yeah, but you said it's tough trying to get those ducats from the streaming and everything. So what do you think about streaming, like just from your personal experience, and I guess to help any other up and coming artists right now, as far as what is your relationship working with the platforms, iTunes, Tidal, Google Play, all that stuff like that?
I think that it's necessary, especially if you are taking your music seriously, and you really want people to hear you. It's necessary. But I would say don't expect that to be the main source of income, because you may find that the money is not quite what you would expect it to be or what you would like it to be.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't stop you from making music. What that does is that just gives your fans the ability to conveniently get your music. But you should be giving people the personal experience and trying to do as many shows as you can, so that then you can give them a little bit of you. Just like that. You go, you do a show, you say, hey, I'm on Spotify, I'm on iTunes. It's a click away. And then you got a fan.
Yeah.
So I think, I would say use it for what it is. It gives you the ability to get your music out to people, but don't let that be the source of income, because you need to build your brand and let your shows and your partnerships give you the money. For example, if you are into a certain thing, I'm a yoga teacher, so I see long term I may partner with somebody that makes yoga mats, right? And say, let's do the Erica L. James one. These are the things that I represent. Let's make a yoga mat that's about that. So, I'll promote this yoga mat. It'll be my own little version of, what I would like to see on a yoga mat. And I'll push it at all my shows. I'll have the yoga mats there if people want to purchase it. That way, we've got a win-win situation. They're making money. I get a little cut. Their brand is out there. People listen to my music. And then people are getting to know a piece of me.
Yeah.
Because it's a part of my life. So use the things that are a part of your life already to leverage your talent. And I would say that's how you should expect in this arena. That's how you should expect to make a little cha-ching.
So how are you getting shows? How do people booking you? How's that?
I'm a stalker. Seriously. A closed mouth don't get fed. If I see that there's something going on, I contact the event coordinator. I use different things like Sonic Bids, Indie Artists on the Move, Eventbrite, any place that I could find. They got a mic and they let me sing. I'll sing. I don't currently have management because I'm just not at that place just yet. I mean, I still can manage a lot of the things that are happening. I imagine in the next 2 years I probably will need to go ahead and seek management, because I'm envisioning that next year will really be a very good year for me. So I'm really a hustler. I get out there. If somebody has a show or they're doing, it could be a festival, and I'm like, you want some talent? They're like, oh yeah, sure. I'm like, okay, well, go to my website, check it out, and let me know what you think. I would love to perform for you all. And it's been I did a show in Jacksonville, and I did it for free because, I'm all about the community. If you got something positive going on, I want to be a part of it. So I go down there, and the event is it's a beautiful event. It's not a huge turnout, but it's a beautiful event. And then lo and behold, brother approaches me, and he's like, I got another event. If you wouldn't mind coming down again, just let us know what your cost is. So something I did for free got me a paid opportunity. And then from his event, another sister approached me and said, hey, I got something going on in Durham, North Carolina. Can you come out here and sing for us? And I'm like, sure. And that was a paid opportunity. So, if you line yourself with righteousness,
boom,
it's gonna come.
I hear that.
You ain't gotta worry about it.
Yeah. So, what you got coming up next? What's going on right now?
What's going on now? So I'm pushing my single, Other Side. It's available on all major platforms. I'm ready to. I'm soon to be releasing the video for that. That was a wonderful experience.
Okay.
I am looking to build myself here in Atlanta. I want people to get to know me. I want to talk to people. What's next is me giving the people who I am, not just the music. I want to do lectures. I want to do yoga classes. Like I said, I'm a yoga instructor, because the music is a piece of what I want to do, and what I want to do is to help people to heal themselves.
Okay.
And so the way that I do that is through different things. But the music is the lead. The music is taking the lead, but I want to couple that with all the other things that I do.
Okay.
So,
big picture wise, what do you want? What type of impact do you want to make with your music and you as an artist and everything like that?
I'm glad you asked. So I am envisioning retreats where there is spiritual healing going on. You know, we are going into meditation. I am singing to people. It's good food. People are networking. I want to create these festivals, these events, these movements where we come together as people. We help uplift each other, and then we go back to our communities and we spread that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here in Atlanta now. What I would love to do is use this platform to be able to build back up our communities. I'm talking about get yoga in the schools, having after school programs where we're teaching kids to meditate. Some of this stuff is already happening. But one thing that I've learned is that things do take capital. And if you want to move something forward, you've got to put a lot of energy. There's got to be a couple different people hands-on with it. Sometimes it's not, you need more than just a show of one person.
Yeah.
And so that's what I want this music to do. I want my music to recruit all the people that are vibing. And even if you're not vibing, I want to pull you in there so that you say, no, I need to do something different. Whatever that is, whatever little capacity it is, give back to your community. Love yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Be good to yourself. And I think that's where I see my platform going, is having these, just, I call them retreats, because I feel like we all will help each other to go in and fix ourselves so then we can go out and fix our communities. That's what I like to see happen.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to seeing all that manifest.
Me, 3.
I hear that. So, let everybody know where to find you, how to get your music, your website, all that good stuff.
So, if you are watching, which I hope that you are, my name is Erica L. James. You can find me at www.eljmusic.com. My Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram is Songs by EJ. If you are searching for my music, I am on all major platforms. You just type in Erica L. James. My EP is entitled Love is Law, and I have 2 singles out, Let It Fix You and Other Side. Let It Fix You is more of a house kind of track, get you moving, and Other Side is a song about meditation and how we can use meditation to envision a better future for ourselves and to also maintain our peace.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you very much for sitting down with us.
Thank you for having me.
There you go. Well,